One of the most colorful cities in the world sits on a small Caribbean island. The capital of Curaçao, Willemstad, is famous for its rows of brightly painted Dutch colonial buildings in shades of blue, yellow, pink, orange, and green. Millions of tourists photograph these colorful facades every year, but few realize that they were once almost entirely white. According to a long-standing historical account, in the early 1800s, the colonial governor ordered that buildings no longer be painted white because the intense tropical sun reflected off the white walls, creating an uncomfortable glare. Over time, this decision transformed the city's appearance forever. However, historians also note that some popular details of the story, such as the governor suffering migraines or secretly profiting from paint sales, may be legend or are disputed. This is the fascinating story behind Curaçao's colorful streets. Curaçao is a constituent country within the Kingdom of the Netherlands, located just north of Venezuela. Its capital, Willemstad, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its Dutch colonial architecture. The island has been influenced by indigenous peoples, Spanish explorers, Dutch colonists, enslaved Africans, and immigrants from many parts of the world. Today, it is one of the Caribbean's most distinctive cultural destinations. During the 17th and 18th centuries, most buildings in Willemstad were coated with white lime plaster. White reflected heat and was made using locally available materials such as lime. Visitors arriving by sea would have seen rows of white colonial buildings lining the harbor. That remained the city's appearance until the early 19th century. In 1816, Dutch military officer Albert Kikkert became governor of Curaçao. According to long-standing historical accounts, in 1817 he issued regulations requiring many buildings in Willemstad to be repainted in colors other than white, because the intense reflection of sunlight was believed to contribute to eye strain or other vision problems. The rule remained in effect for many years before eventually being repealed in the early 20th century. One popular legend says Governor Kikkert suffered from migraines caused by the glare. Another claims he owned shares in a paint company and profited from the repainting. Modern historians note that these stories are difficult to verify and may have become embellished over time. Property owners gradually repainted their homes and businesses. Bright pastel colors replaced the white facades. The waterfront became unlike any other in the Caribbean. Today, the colorful skyline of Willemstad is one of the island's defining features. The tradition continued even after the original regulation was no longer in force. Residents and businesses continue to paint buildings in vibrant colors because they have become part of Curaçao's cultural identity. The colorful architecture attracts tourists, reflects local artistic traditions, distinguishes Willemstad from other colonial cities, has become a symbol of the island itself. Many travel guides repeat the migraine story. Others emphasize the alleged financial conflict involving the governor. While these stories are part of local folklore, historians caution that the documentary evidence is incomplete. What is well supported is that buildings were once predominantly white. Regulations encouraged or required repainting in colors during the early 19th century. The colorful appearance became permanent over time. Today, visitors from around the world come to photograph Willemstad's colorful waterfront. The city is recognized internationally for its historic architecture and unique urban landscape. What began as a colonial-era policy, or at least a tradition associated with one, has become one of the Caribbean's most recognizable cityscapes. The story of Curaçao's colorful buildings is a blend of documented history and enduring local legend. It is not accurate to say that white paint is banned in Curaçao today. Rather, there was an early 19th century regulation affecting many buildings in Willemstad, and although that rule is long gone, the colorful tradition has remained. Whether inspired by concerns about sun glare, urban aesthetics, or stories passed down through generations, the result is unmistakable. One of the world's most vibrant historic cities. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe for more videos exploring unusual historical events, architecture, travel, and the fascinating stories behind the world's most iconic places.